Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Acoria Gaming DiRT4 League. It's your wonderful, wonderful hosts, Dylan and Kevin, with our lovely background carrot. We're here from the Mulcast, giving you some live action commentary on our DiRT4 racing. But why don't you say hi, Kev?
Hi, Kev. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Acoria Racing Esports League. We are playing DiRT4, as Dylan said. We are here with Group B. We are back in Sweden.
That indeed, Kevin. And unfortunately, last night, Group A, they had to go through this grueling section, and we found out that there's a lot of snow, and the snow is the worst hazard, in my opinion, that our racers have faced this week. Well, this tournament so far, this league.
Snow is definitely a very difficult time for guys today. Looking at Group B, and in terms of the standings, we are looking at Madness, we're looking at Shark. Wolf is in there, Steven is in Group B tonight, G-Funk as well, and Alicia looking sort of mixed bag amongst the standings board. But we've got Quinton in third and Jacques in fourth, currently 1 point separating them. So I think we're going to see some really good rally in these guys looking to score some points.
I really hope so, Kevin, because it is a very tough competition so far, as we've seen throughout these 2 weeks so far. This is our third week out of 5, I believe.
Third week out of 5, yes. Also looking further down, we've got people like Madness and Wolf. A lot of definitely guys throughout the championship standings at the moment.
Well, I'm very keen to see if our races will be tonight will be as aggressive as Group A was last night with that accelerator pedal.
They really were throwing it in.
But I suppose that's what you have to do midway through a league, Kevin, to try and catch up to your leaders.
You're going to need to really commit to the turns, commit to the course. And yeah, we definitely saw it last night with people absolutely chucking it down the stages. As a reminder to everybody, we've got 5 rally stages, followed by 2 rounds of rally cross. So exciting stuff all evening long.
Indeed. And tonight our group seems to be Madness, Steven, Jacques, Quentin, Regolodion, and Venom. I'm not sure what dinosaur we have racing with us, but I'm very glad to see that dinosaurs into racing.
It is a Regolodion. Indeed. Jacques, Steven, Quentin and Jacques in the same group is very nice for us tonight. As I said, looking at the standings, so we should see some really top racing from them. Madness, who is our host, is going to be in the Impreza. Oh, a big selection of Subarus at the moment, but we'll see how that changes. Madness is going to need to really put in a big show if he's going to want to move up from 11th and the bottom half of the table tonight.
But that's okay. As we saw with Aphrodoc's 4-11 last night, it is very possible for our competitors to do that, and they do seem to have the want to do it, which just gives us a little bit more confidence in their racing ability, especially when they've got everything to play for tonight, Ken.
Definitely, we've been seeing some really great competitive racing coming out. Nobody wants to just hand this thing over to Brendan, who is still topping our table. So we're looking at what is about to become the event configuration. There are 5 stages, as we said. relatively short stages through the mountains of Sweden, but very, very tough conditions with snow and sleet and sludge, and absolutely no grip, Dylan.
Absolutely none, Kevin. And to be honest, it doesn't matter if you're in the Ford or the Subaru. Both were suffering terribly last night.
Definitely, everybody was having a very tough time. You've got to be so careful on your throttle control. You've got to be so careful coming in and out of the corners. It is so easy to lose the back end. Four-wheel drive or not, the snow is an unforgiving mistress.
It's very, very true. As we were discussing before this stream started, Kevin, and how we watched our current leader, Brendan, actually flip his vehicle last night, which is very, very strange.
Very rare to see from him. Also on a deceptive-looking piece of track. And the thing to remember as well, as you hit these snowbanks, you lose all momentum you were carrying. So really, you've got to be so careful, and it is so difficult to regain the line once you've lost it.
You're not wrong, Kevin, and what I actually find very, very interesting is knowing all of this, our drivers actually went faster and faster and faster through these. And it seemed to pay off for some, but I think the biggest penalty we saw last night was 34 seconds, which was a massive, massive penalty, because if the driver hadn't done that, they would have been under 6 minutes on one of these.
I believe that was on stage 3, yes, and that was Brendan. We also saw one or two other drivers suffering the same penalty, all for doing the same thing, which was rolling the car. There's a couple of unexpected jumps. There's a couple of, even the straightest straights are bumpy and not quite as straight as you think.
You're not wrong at all, Kevin.
As previously stated as well, it is so easy to lose the back end. Touches of oversteer, touches of understeer, and next thing you know, you're facing the wrong way.
Not just that, Kevin. I've also noticed that every now and again, the snow actually makes the spots on the road quite soft, which also then again changes how you drive as well, which is it's not a fun experience from what I've seen.
Throttle control is so important. These roads, as stable as they are incredibly bumpy. Here we go with Madness in the Subaru. He is throwing it out, taking us out first.
Quick takeoff. I'm so surprised.
He's hit the snowbank. As you can see, you lose a lot of momentum the second you hit one of those. Digging his way through. Got to maintain that line. Oh, there we go. He's rolled it. And there we are.
That's the last accident we've seen tonight, Kevin.
You know that's not true, Dylan.
I know it's not true, Kevin, but one can hope for our driver's sakes. But recovering nicely. Let's see what further down the field.
Here we go, Quentin.
Hopefully our crowd favourites. Everybody, please remember to put your favourite down in the comments below, or chat while we do this, however that works. Please vote for one of your favourites. It's going to be fantastic.
Quentin not looking too bad here, although eating a little more snow than I think he would like. A little bit more cautious.
But then again, Kevin, it's in the Subaru, which, as we know, does tend to throw the back end out a little bit more than the Ford does. I suppose it actually
has been seeming to be that way over the course of the championship. Quentin being a lot more cautious, but we did also see that last night with people really feeling out the first stage before committing into the later stages. He's holding that on as very cautiously. Let's see what's going on further down. As Regolodon, also in the Subaru.
Regolodon.
Regolodion? I don't know.
The dinosaur friend.
Our dinosaur friend is in a very similar fashion to what we saw Quincy doing as well. Keeping it on track.
I have
probably do with a touch more pace on these.
You're not wrong, Kevin.
But it is stage 1 after all.
They are pacing the snow. But what I have noticed is a lot more of our competitors are starting to take the middle line through the turns, and it's really actually interesting to see how the driving styles have adapted to accommodate format, as it does tend to be the better line.
You do need to stick more to the middle in rally than you would in, say, Formula 1. Formula 1's got a whole lot more track, as we can see, is evident tonight. I mean, Reguladon, you gotta get out of those snowbanks, man. Let's see how he takes on this jump. Well, generally just an up and down.
And there's that post you were requesting.
This could put him ahead these precious seconds.
Well,
provided he can stay out of the snowbank.
Okay, he seems to like the snowbanks.
Mostly he has. Let's see what's happening further on.
Stephen, one of our favorites as well.
One of the two Fords. Oh, Stephen getting a little bit untidy there.
So Kevin, also please keep in mind that this is not a bad course at the moment, as it is technically dry. It is a compacted snow course, but the conditions are fairly and here comes Venom. I think
Venom finishing it off.
I do like his paint jump.
Everybody is further.
Jacques.
Oh, Jacques, not the best showing for him apparently. He comes in. Reguladon finally brings it home.
There you go, my dinosaur friend.
Alright, Steven coming in. Just ahead of Madness. Quinton a little bit further behind, but right on his heels is Venom. Only 2.2 seconds away from him there. Really got it all to play for there.
Watch out, Quinton. That's pretty much how Venom does it in the comics. He gets very, very close and then he pounces and takes you over. So just don't become Quinton Venom. Just a warning.
Let's see what they've got going on in the next round. They are absolutely neck and neck. As we come through into stage 2, as slight elevation here, one of the shorter courses at 4.5 Ks. Dylan, yesterday, very, very fun times with the slushy surface.
Oh, with the slushy surface, Kevin, those halfway down the track actually became a little bit of a nightmare for our competitors, as they had to keep going backwards and forwards, just trying to stay on the course, not even trying to drive around it.
Definitely, we did see quite a lot of pinballing going on, as well as people bash their way trying to get off of the snowbank, only to find themselves on the other side. It was a really hard time. We'll see who we are. I think we are with Madness at the moment.
I do believe we are with Madness.
And we are off. Let's see what Madness can do here. He sets us off down the first set of gentle, slow turns.
I think this is just to get the drivers used to the slushy conditions, because it's overcast, but it's going to get worse very soon.
Yep. Also good to have the cars build up quite a bit of speed before you smack them with a massive right-hander.
That's true. That is very, very true. Because we do know that this course does have very abrupt course changes.
Abrupt course changes. Oh, a little bit of pinballing there. Manages to hold it together. As well as sudden jumps, Dylan. Sudden jumps all over the place.
Oh, you don't see them, Kevin.
That was lovely, beautifully taken right there.
Because the bumps are exactly like the flaps do on this course, and it's very, very disconcerting.
Most definitely. He comes in through on the tunnel.
Well, shall we see how someone else is going down the back?
He held that together very nicely as we sit with our dinosaur pal, regular Dion. There he comes.
Regolo Dion. That's the only way I can pronounce it without messing it up. Regolo Dion.
I don't know. We need some kind of voice from above to tell us how that's pronounced. He's holding that. Oh, gets involved on that in that snowbank a little bit.
However, he is keeping a very nice, tight, clean line, which is a hallmark of one of the drivers. Well, one of our better
Very
drivers.
nicely taken. He's definitely looking very, very quick coming through that part of the stage. As he moves his way around, he is looking very neat, very tidy. We should be looking at a great time from him. Let's see what's going on with the next driver back. We've got Jacques, last stage winner.
Come on, Jacques.
Let's see if he can hold it together.
Thankfully, we know that Jacques will not get lost in that beautiful paint job on that Subaru, Kevin.
He is very, very high vis. He knows what driving in the snow is about.
Also keeping that nice, tidy line. However, when I say that, normally people crash. Please don't prove me right.
No, he seems to be holding that together very neat and tidy. Definitely respecting the slope and not absolutely gunning it all the way through.
Quinton not far behind him, entering our orange hole. Second last corner.
Looking like he probably could do with a little bit more pace.
But that's okay.
Keep this neat and tidy and finish off there.
If he sets
Very
his
good.
pace higher in stage 3, 4, and 5, Kevin, it will bring something very, very nice for him, I'm sure.
Definitely, we've seen some very quick stages.
Very nicely done. Venom in first place with 2 minutes 40. Madness
Very
coming
quick.
in second in 2 minutes 42 seconds. And Regolo Dion coming in third with 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Unfortunately, Stephen only got a 2 minutes 50.
Oh no, but look at that, Stephen and Jacques battling it out. Another 0.2 second difference between races. This is some very close stage racing.
Kevin, both of those races also experienced penalties. So without those penalties, that would have been a very, very different race, I'm sure.
Also, bear in mind, those are our 4 runners in this group tonight. So we'd be expecting a little bit of a higher showing from them, perhaps.
You're not wrong, Kevin. But to be honest, I expect a high showing from all of our drivers. They seem to be doing fantastically throughout our league.
And this brings us up into stage 3, and this is about the flattest course that there is in terms of elevation, but incredibly bumpy. It is also the longest at 10 kilometers. But given that it is so flat, it is quite quick.
That's true, Kevin. And also, last night we did technically see a sub 6 minute time set on this course. The only problem with that is it was set in a very, very unfortunate way because he had penalties.
Yeah, Brendan had a massive roll. I'm just trying to think, was that this same course? Oh no! Oh, Madness is eating snow already.
Very
But he
unfortunate.
managed to keep it together, sort of, more or less. Oh no. Very, very untidy coming in there. He's gonna need to bring that up.
That's okay, Kevin. We do know that Madness is very, very good at pulling things back in the bench.
Let's see what he can do. Let's see what the next competitor is doing. Got Steven, who is racing absolutely hammering tongs against his Quinton, who's his bitter rival at this stage within this group.
You're not wrong, Kevin. To be honest, they've been rivals since day one. Both have a very quick and clean driving style, but one does do slightly better than the other depending on what the course is, which is really interesting to see.
Fun things about races that are this close, it can really come down to the rallycross where all the drivers are on at once. It's a absolutely thrilling time, so stick around for that after we've got some more after these great stages of rally. Steven holding it together beautifully.
You're not wrong.
Probably do with a touch more pace coming through there, but here he comes into more open country.
Ooh,
controlling it beautifully from the jump.
But Kevin,
but over here. Oh.
I
Yes,
feel I feel that we haven't let our viewers know that they can come and watch us every Monday and Tuesday, at least for the next little bit, while we continue our Dirt 4 League. We are having 5 evenings per group, so that's 5 Mondays and Tuesdays at 7 o'clock right here and right now. But we will probably be having a Christmas break at some point, but we will let you know what happens when we are able to do so.
Keep an eye on the socials for your media, for announcements on that. At the moment though, we're still with Steven. He's on the longest straight here, holding that line beautifully together. Who's further back from him as he keeps going through there?
We've got Jock.
We've got Jock. Jock is going to be looking to put in a good showing after his strong first stage.
We are going to need to put in quite a bit of speed here though, as, to be honest, if he's this far down the pack, he does have some catching up to do with some of our competitors.
He's looking good, definitely looking slightly quicker than Steven was looking coming through there. He seems to have a real handle on the controls on the Subaru.
Remember, this is most of our competitors close to last chance to try and pull off some points to try and get first place as
nearly getting that direction absolutely wrong.
I think we have about 2-3 more weeks, maybe more, of our Dirt 4 League, but yes, we are going to have to watch some of our competitors closely to see if we can take part in these races.
Definitely, after this one, we've got 2 events left. It is all to play for. Can Brendan be unseated? Will he throw it all away in the latter half of the season? It all remains to be seen. As Dylan said, you can catch us on Mondays and Tuesdays at 7 p.m. for some great dirt racing. Here comes Jacques.
Very nicely done, on his way into the end.
Very quick through there.
I hope that he made up some of those seconds. Shall we see if anybody else is behind it?
Let's see who's coming through at the moment.
Venom.
Got Venom, previous stage quickest time.
Also very, very close on Jacques here.
Could make up some good time. One of the only other Fords.
Indeed. Whereas we are actually very, very used to seeing quite a mixed pack. Of late, we've been seeing siding to one or the other vehicle, which is very, very interesting. Well, manufacturer, shall we say.
Oh,
that was nearly
almost seeing the back end of that car. Oh, but he makes it up through there very beautifully.
Nicely done, Venom. Could do with a little bit more pace, I think, Kevin, as I don't think that the pace is quite on par with the rest.
I don't think he was as quick as we saw Jacques going at all, or Steven for that matter.
Shall we have a look and see if anybody else is still on the course?
Let's see who else is currently going behind him.
Quinton! Come on!
We haven't seen Quinton.
Oh, it's slow pace. Come on, Quinton, you can do this.
Quinton is holding this together.
One of our very consistent drivers, so I'm very keen to see what the snow does to his driving style.
Definitely, and one of the forerunners in the group tonight.
But always has a very aggressive driving style when it comes to acceleration, which is nice to see, especially on a course that is this dangerous.
Definitely. I do hear from speaking to some of the drivers that the way to really get into this is... Whoa! I don't know how he held that together.
Very, very, very carefully, Kevin.
He hasn't quite got it back on, but he seems to have gotten it back on track. Don't panic.
Stop panicking.
Currently the way to get through this course is to absolutely attack it.
And not panic.
Let's see what Steven's doing here. Oh
no, Steven. That's a dead stop. That's not what you want.
Yep, you're gonna need to move a little bit more further in.
Zoom you go. And Madness coming in as well. Looks like our pack is managing to...
Looks like everybody is finishing off.
Regolo Dion is doing very well. I'm looking for a very good time from him tonight. Well, for this course at least.
We'll see what we've got there. Really. Jacques in the Subaru coming in with a very impressive 6.09. 10 seconds behind him is Venom, with Quentin just knocking on the door. But Steven, if it wasn't for that penalty, he would be right up there, but more or less the same position. Definitely our top 3 pulling away here.
You're not wrong, Kevin. And to be honest, these times are very, very quick, and they're very similar to the times that we saw from Group A last night. So it does show that both Group A and Group B have quite a lot to bring to this competition.
Definitely leaving us with plenty of excitement on both nights. Now I believe we are coming up to stage 4 out of 5. Also slightly more of a, I'd say more of a valley course as it dips and then lifts again towards the finish line. 6 kilometers, compacted snow, but we have the added fun of some heavy snow to affect visibility.
Oh, Kevin, that heavy snow did not treat our competitors well last night at all.
Definitely, the very difficult conditions only made more so by the inability to see that far in front of you.
You're not wrong at all, Kevin. It was actually hard to watch.
4, 3, 2.
Alright, here we go. We'll be with Madness, and we're off. Oh no, we're not. We're not with regular Dion.
Regolo Dion, I think.
Regolo Dion. Regolo Dion. He comes throwing it down there. That is definitely the way to approach this. Keep the car as straight as possible.
And hope for the best.
But keep out of those snowbanks. You will bounce between them or you will stop.
It is very, very true. However, I do see some very, very good racing.
He's managing to hold them
no.
together.
That's where it all starts to feel, Kevin.
He survived. Let's put it that way. He survived. He's not looking great, but not looking at all like he's lacking for pace at the moment. Let's get something to compare him to. We have Steven in the Ford.
Also tearing it down our course.
He is absolutely punishing this thing.
Oh no, Steven! That is not the way.
Oh, commentators, curse it. Merry Christmas, here is your tree.
At least we know that the gift is well wrapped in that beautiful Castrol skin kit.
Definitely, you've just got to get through all of that bumper before you can get to it.
Oh, nearly covered well.
Recovered well, but almost at an absolute dead stop there. He seems to have lost momentum here.
That's really unfortunate, Kevin. Well, I think we should have a look at someone else just to make sure that
moves down.
Come on, Jacques.
Here's Jacques. Jacques has been putting in an absolute stunner of a show throughout the stages today. Let's see if he holds on to it. Seemingly the right mix of cautious as well as knowing when to really put it down and push through.
Isn't it always time to put it down and push through, Kevin?
This is rally. You sometimes need to temper that. Throttle control is paramount.
Well, I will definitely learn those lessons for next time I race, Kevin. However, for now, I'm going to leave it to the professionals. Jacques is doing a very decent job, Kevin. There is a little bit of a wiggle, but he is bringing it straight back to the
managed to hold it through there. A little bit cautious, as though he was almost unsure of if there was a sudden right or left coming up in front of him.
Well, Kevin, in this visibility, would you know?
No.
Fair.
I had absolutely no clue. Oh no, that's Snowbank. Oh,
As our first
that is very, very unfortunate for him. Fortunately, he didn't roll over anybody there, but right at the end, such an unfortunate finish.
You're not wrong, Kevin. He's going to have to pay for all of those things he broke. There goes the sponsorship money.
Oh, we've got people, they are flying in one at a time.
It means very close times,
Steven,
Kevin.
definitely, Steven, unfortunately having that big accident. Venom, oh, somebody we didn't see, but right on his tail, Jacques. Venom, very well done on that, 3:20.
3 minutes 20 is a magnificent time, Kevin.
Absolutely great time. Madness coming in third, looking very, very quick as well. Quentin, a little bit further back behind, but look at that with Steven, unfortunately, right on Quentin's tail. Absolutely biting there. Regular Dion bringing up our last place.
However, Kevin, it has been a very tight competition all throughout, which I'm being very, very impressed with all of our drivers for that.
A very, very exciting stage and a very exciting race thus far. I'm really looking forward
to the final stage, Kevin.
Exactly what I am looking forward to. A little bit of elevation, a little bit of downhills as well. A 7.75 kilometer track. Some more snow, but so a little bit more of the same. But I think we're going to be looking at a lot more tight corners, a lot more sliding about.
That's okay, Kevin. I think this will actually work out well for our drivers.
Let's see. I'm not sure who we're on board with at the moment.
5, 4, 3.
As we
2,
get ready to
1,
go, we're off.
Madness.
We're with Madness at the moment.
Absolute madness, Kevin.
Here he comes.
Nice and quick into those corners.
Yeah. Oh, and into the sandbag. Snowbank, rather?
Snowbank,
Handling that.
same effect.
Unfortunately, and in general, yes.
Very, very true. Madness doing
Holding
very
it
well.
so far. Let's see who's going on behind him.
Ooh,
But Dion is just
right there. On his behind there, Kevin.
yes, if not slightly ahead, maybe.
You're not wrong.
Oh, but he's going to need to hold a very, very steady pace to get this.
Ooh.
Oh, a little bit untidy there, but getting around relatively quickly.
I think Regolo Dion is going directly for speed and recklessness just to try and set a fantastic time. Because he's got to go against Madness, Dion, Quinton, all of our great drivers, and he's proving to us and himself that he can actually stand up to it.
Indeed, a little bump right now, and if he catches enough seconds now, he could lift himself right up in the final standings.
Very true, Kevin, and remember they only have tonight and a few more weeks to actually set any sort of score.
Exactly, and it's all about points. It's the long game. Let's have a look if there's anybody sitting behind him at this stage. Oh, Venom. Also been putting in an absolute great race to that.
The fastest time on one of our rounds definitely came.
2 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. He's definitely one of the front runners at the moment.
Indeed. And it's very, very good to see that we have such a wide range of drivers that we can actually just go and have a look at and see different driving styles and how well one works on a dry course, how well one works on a snow course and a mud course or gravel course as you've seen over the last couple of weeks. Very interesting to see how the different driving styles work.
Definitely. Looking for people that can adapt to various situations. Each track is thus far completely different. Oh, Venom, very, very untidy, but holding on to it.
Right, well, keeping it in there.
managed to keep the car going in the right direction all the way through.
which is
A little bit more cautious through there. Now let's see, he should be really putting it down here.
going for cracked speed again.
Cautious around the bump.
I think he's
And
been
the
burnt by
corner.
those banks too many times, Kevin.
Definitely looks like it.
Oh, don't hit anybody, those are penalties. And hospital bills that you'd have to pay for many years.
So far, the spectators seem to have been safe. Oh,
I would not
and
like
as Venom plows his way through the snow here, is there anyone further back that...
Stephen with his heater full crank. Oh no.
Oh, where are you going, Steven?
Apparently those guys at the end they pissed him off.
Oh, there we
That's
go,
what cost
Steven.
him valuable seconds.
There we go, Steven. Oh, yeah, that's lost him a lot of time. Make or break time.
Unfortunately, we've been seeing a lot of that from
So,
Stephen this evening, where he just has those unfortunate second wastes.
yeah, at the exact inopportune time.
Indeed.
I think that one is really
Oh,
gonna
no.
bite him. Oh,
Well, if you can't
has he
go,
started to get a
go
little
over,
bit?
but you.
Is he starting to get a bit reckless, trying to make up time?
I think he
Quite
is. Kevin.
possibly.
I think that's exactly what we're seeing here, Kevin. As have a look at this.
Oh, yeah, that's back in there.
That's just trying to put as
Sorry,
much
mate.
metal to the bottom of that firewall as possible.
Yeah.
However,
Let's see if there's somebody waiting in for him.
Oh, also trying the same tactic of going balls to
Cushioning, using the snow as a cushion.
Ah, but when he comes to the end, not bad. Anybody else? Venom. Oh, Venom, you're nearly there. That's unfortunate. From first to last in timing. By the looks of it.
Possibly. Although
There might be one or two.
I'm not sure.
Shall we see it?
There we go, he's finally put it in.
Don't hit anything over here. They can see you do it and they'll make you pay for it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our rally stages, with Quinton coming in first on that race with 4 minutes 45. Madness with 4 minutes 45 as well. There is
Just over half a second between them.
indeed 7 split seconds. So we will be bringing you some rallycross shortly. We are just going to have all of that set up, and we'll be back with you in a few seconds. Thank you very much for watching, and don't go
around.
We got more. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're joining us in Hell, Norway, where hell has actually frozen over. No, I'm kidding. It's just really cold sometimes in Norway. But we're here for our Rallycross event, 2 stages of beautiful, beautiful Rallycross. Kevin, would you like to take our viewers through what a Rallycross entails?
It's certainly, Dylan. It is a super exciting time where we will have 4 races in one group on the track at the same time, as well as a second group of 3 races on track at the same time. So it still counts towards timing, but but you've got other races to contend with on track. You've also got the Joker, which is, as you'll see, the green part of the circuit. You must use that at least once during the race, and it's a little bit of a tough one to get around. Also, first round, it is absolutely chucking it down. There is some seriously muddy corners as you go on from gravel to asphalt to dirt to gravel. A very exciting race awaits us, I'm sure.
You're not wrong, Kevin. If anything, Group A last night showed us how much fun this current circuit will be, as they were having a fantastic close race between first and second place.
Indeed. We've got our 2 groups have formed up of 3 drivers each. We've got pretty much the Ford factory test group with the 2 Focus and a Fiesta. Then we've got our sort of Skittles group of the Polo, the DS3, and then the Mini in group 2, Quinton, Jacques, and Stephen. Oh, the front runners in terms of league table, all in that group.
It is very, very good to see, Kevin, because it means that this competition is going to be very, very stiff.
Definitely, if the chases that we saw yesterday are anything to go by, I am very excited to see what our drivers have in store for us tonight.
I agree wholeheartedly, Kevin, but also remember...
And we are green!
Oh, that is a very quick take from that.
Madness shoots ahead. Venom taking the Joker straight off the bat.
Probably for
everybody behind him. Definitely, you lose so much time going through there. Madness trying to make up that time right now.
Oh,
Regular Dion. He's having a good look on the outside.
Oh, very nice. And it is very close to
make up a little bit of time. Oh, look,
nearly
just couldn't make it. Just couldn't make it through there, but he's gonna have a look on the inside. Yeah. Oh,
come on! No.
Unable to hold on to it as
Oh, but here he picks it up. Oh no! Again, he's let down by his acceleration.
He's managing to keep it together. Oh, here he should have it if he can hold the acceleration, hold the line behind. I think his car is slightly underpowered in terms of straight line speed here.
That's so unfortunate.
Look at how he takes that through. Oh, they're all off-roading a little bit there.
Kevin, I suppose that is
straight over the top. Oh, here he comes.
Oh, pulling it is
got him through the inside line there.
That is how
holds it through there.
Oh, watch out, they're coming for it. Oh!
He loses it as he's overtaken from the inside. He has the inside line coming into. Oh, he's overcooked it. He's overcooked it and lost the lead. But he's right there. We could see a change on that.
I think that was the end.
Takes that perfectly. Oh, he's pipped.
Oh no!
And pushed off slightly. That is unfortunate. Oh, he's holding it. They are trading pace. This is absolutely insane racing.
It's nail biting.
He holds it on. They are wheel to wheel.
Unfortunately, every time they take that corner, unfortunately, Regona Leone has been forced into taking that Joker. He has not had a single choice on that one. And also very close behind this pack.
Let's see how
Well, it's just the Mini left in the other race.
we have it.
Jacques in
Jacques.
sub 2.5 minutes. That's very impressive.
228. That was very, very good. Riglodier 230. Oh, look at those side scores. Everybody, the next three, all within half a second of each other.
Absolutely magnificent racing, Kevin. Now that they're used to the course in the wet, how well do you think they're going to do in the dry? Because that is coming up next.
I'm looking forward to even closer racing. The gravel becomes a little bit more unforgiving, but the dirt is, well, dirt and not absolute mud.
Yes, which is a little bit better because it gives you a little bit more traction and doesn't suck you in.
Indeed. Let's see how the groups shake out. I'm absolutely on the edge of my seat waiting for this.
I'm
We have
biting my
15
nails.
seconds.
Oh,
Riglodier. Are you going to jump in? There he is.
oh,
And
why has got to make me so nervous, Kevin?
as we load back into hell, asphalt, gravel, dirt. On a beautiful sunny dry day though.
Brilliant. But asphalt, gravel, and dirt seem like a rallycross dream, Kevin.
Absolutely, and we've seen how quick this track is. In the
Indeed.
in the dry, we can only expect it to be quicker.
You're not wrong, but will the people choose the same course by going through that joker each time, or will they actually try and take the a little bit more approachable normal course? As
I think
it's a very hard choice to make, him.
it is, but as you say, Dylan, as well, it wasn't as though the top front runners had much choice. They were wheel to wheel. Either way, even the slightest turn could have put you out.
You're not wrong, Kevin, at all.
Let's see. As we start off, we're on board, I believe, with Venom.
Yes, I do believe he is the hooligan.
And it is green. There we go. Oh, that DS3 keeping pace. Oh, look at that DS3 coming up.
Oh,
DS3 deciding to take the Joker right now.
Turn invisible and took the
Magic.
joke. How's that for a trick?
Pretty fun. Back with madness.
Steven and
Let's see what's Steven's doing with the money.
Oh no! Oh!
Oh, looks like madness took an absolute tumble there.
So Kevin, I think I figured it out. The invisible cars are from the other group.
Okay. I think they might be, sometimes.
I'm not sure, but this mini countryman is doing very well.
He's looking very tidy, but he is trailing pretty far back from the leaders of the group.
You're not wrong, Kevin, but
Leaders are fighting it out. Absolutely, they are wheel to wheel.
Look. Oh, here's Venom. Oh no! Oh!
We've got an accident.
That's horrific, Kevin. Got T-boned on a race course.
That is unfortunate for Venom right there.
However, that doesn't
We're back
make
on
Steven's
with
now in the
Steven.
fight.
Can Steven catch? Does the mini have the leg?
I don't think so, Kevin, because have a look at that gap slowly growing.
I don't think the mini has the legs to catch him, yeah.
That is very unfortunate.
It is, but even with the cleanest and tidiest of lines, he just can't seem to outpace that DS.
Oh, he did come close to getting somewhere on these corners, Kevin. Maybe we're watching the tape. The Polo is just outpacing him so badly, Kevin.
Look at that. In terms of straight line speed, every inch he gains through the corners, he loses in the straights.
Indeed, Kevin, it is terrible to watch. It's almost as if
Very frustrating. Shame.
the Polo is literally dangling first place in front of him. It's horrific, and I believe this is the last pack.
It was in.
Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. You have been watching the Acoria Gaming Dirt 4 League. Join us next week, Monday at 7 o'clock for Group A. But that's lights out, and that's me, Kevin, and background Carrot out for another week. We'll see you next week, Monday, and if you can't make that, next week, Tuesday for Group B. Bye for now.
Okay, on audio.